Good afternoon. It's noontime. How y'all doing? Hi, Double D. Glad to see you here. Turn the music off. Ha ha, yeah, rock and roll. Rock and roll. Ha ha ha. We're going to have some fun today, I hope. Fun today. Let me see here. We go to invite, copy, and paste. Ta-da! And we are all set. Hi, Papa Patriot. Hi, Carol Burton. Glad y'all could be with me. Good afternoon. It's Thursday. I didn't come on last night because my sinuses were like rivers, and I had to use the oregano spray, which somewhat helped. I'm still stuffy, but I'll survive. So I figured I'd come on today. I have a lot to talk. Well, not a lot to talk about, but I have a few things I want to talk about. Number one, if y'all want to come in, join me. Join me. We can have a good talk here. I'm going to talk about these advertisements nowadays. Go figure, right? Does anybody know what age group, ever since I can remember, I grow better, ever since I can remember, advertisements have been made to the tween and the teenage from 11 to 14. Okay, think about it. 11 to 14, ever since all the whole time I was growing up. That's where advertisement was going to. So where are we going with this? Anybody got any ideas? Anybody got any ideas? You got a notice? Oh my goodness, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Wow. Yeah. Thank you, YouTube. Music too, yeah. Music. No, the reason why they advertise to the tween to the teens is to get it in their heads to buy when they get older. It's preparing the crop. You take the Bud Light incident just here that last week. The executives are all saying, well, we could care less about the boomers because they got one foot out the door, or they'll just shut up. They won't say anything else about it. We want that next teen drinking age. We want that next drinking age. We're preparing for them. Isn't that just arrogant? And they're all doing the same thing. Coke, Lego. Well, look at Lego. Lego's for kids. Targeting our children. They are targeting our children. And we got to stop it somehow or another. We have got to shut it down. I mean, it's been going on for so long, they think they have the right to do it. They lost billions, but guess what? We're all mainly the boomers. And they think we're going to be quiet. They think we'll just go away. Either die or go away. That's their philosophy. We got to show them. We got to show them in no uncertain terms, and we got to get everybody down to the whatever generation to concur and realize that they are controlling their minds, that they are setting them up. They are setting them up to bring this into a one world order, big time. And they don't care about the money they're losing now because they're thinking ahead. They're thinking, we'll shut up. We'll just go away. So are we going to just go away? Well, in past history, we have. We have, unfortunately. Everybody's sat on their butts and done nothing. They just complain a little bit, not buy it, but they could care less. They don't care about us. The boomers that are I don't know. I don't keep up with the generations. So the boomers and the generation after us, they don't care. They're going for the bottom two generations, the Z's and the yeah. Hi, hot damn. How you doing? Yep, you're right, girl. Better. There's trillions of dollars at play, and they are being backed by Blackheart, Vanguard, and the Dark Forces to do this. Believe me, they've infiltrated all of them, and believe me, we're going to see more unless we speak out and really mean it. Right now, there's not enough speaking out. There's not enough people talking about it in disgust. And I don't drink beer, so I'm not going to buy their product to go out and protest and pour it out. All I can do is do what I'm doing here. And we can all do our little part and get out there and tell them just exactly how we feel and how we do things. I hope I said hi, Shirlene. I am so pumped up right now. I don't know what to do with myself. But this is ridiculous. They are targeting our children in every form there is with the advertising. Pretty soon, they're going to legalize strip bars outside, patio strip bars, let alone the gay dances for children. The school's teaching them to be whatever gender they want to be whatever they want to be. They're pushing it on us. What they do in their own homes and in their own businesses is their own business, but don't bring our kids into it. Our kids are precious and they need to grow and they need to learn on their own. We don't need them targeted with advertisements, strip bars, drag queens, schools, go on and on and on. And everything is geared not to us, the boomers. Like I said, they could care less. They think we're one foot in the grave. They could care less. They are building the future. And we have to think about the future and press it. Folks, we need to stand united. We are red, white, and blue. And if we want the country the way we know it, or the way we knew it, not know it now, but knew it, we should be out there on every street corner proclaiming it to the world that we're against it and we're not going to take it anymore. Just like that old movie News, the reporter. I'm mad as hell and I'm not going to take it anymore. But we're not there. Why aren't we there? We see it. We know it. We're not doing it. Folks, we're not doing it at all. You can count. I mean, there's freedom pages all over, but there's not enough. There's not enough. Not enough people talking about it. Not enough people speaking out against it. We have our kids on TikTok doing videos. We have a lot of things going on, people showing everything, which is good, But we need more out there fighting for our freedom. Not equality, not equity, not CRT, but for our freedom and being united. There we go. Okay. Yeah, leave our children alone, Carol Burton says. I love that too. Trying to catch up with my reading. Like I said, if anybody would like to come on and talk about this, come on in. And this is exactly right, Casey. Exactly right. We have to take it back. We have to take it back and correct the wrongs that are being done. And my goodness, if you can't see the wrongs, you're blind as a bat and can't see out any other eye. It's pathetic. It's pathetic what we let go on. And we just can't do it anymore. We just can't sit back and wait. We've got to get out there, wave our flags on every street corner. I said every Saturday at 1 o'clock, get out there and flag your wave somewhere. Flag your wave somewhere. Yeah, I get excited and I get twisted. But that's what we have to do. We have to get out there, proclaim our freedom, proclaim our right, peacefully, of course. And you're going to have people come up and give you the pickle finger of fate. But guess what? You got in their heads. You got in their heads big time. They may cuss you out. Guess what? You're in their heads rent free. We have to get out there and do it. Lift it up there. Yeah. Personally, I don't know. I'm trying to read and comprehend what. Does anybody know what this is? What the 6102 from 1933? Put it on the chat. Let's talk about it. I don't know. I don't know. They That is very well possible. I have heard about that. That they can seize your gold. There was something about the German, what do they call them? The German gold. They did that for a while. I heard that back, I believe, in the 60s. I do believe. Yeah, that's right, Grow Better. That's right. They don't want in there. They don't want that on their forte. Unfortunately, a lot of people at that mind are nuts. There are a few that aren't, but most of them you see they act like crazy people in a Peter Pan movie, or not even Peter. I have never seen anybody act like that. Period. Dance around, prance around like Pee Wee Herman. I don't. It's beyond me. That's why a lot of it is mental illness. It's not all of it. Not all. I'm not saying all of them. No. Some just like the feel of it or whatever. I've heard several explanations for the feel of it. Makes them feel good. Makes them feel better. They've always felt like they were a woman or what have you. But the ones that you see are the ones prancing around doing silly things like Pee Wee Herman, just like this new Bud Light spokesman got his start on Price is Right, pouncing around, falling around on the floor, acting like he was going to wet his pants, her pants, whatever. But, they have the right to do that in their own home, in their own way. Just don't try to push it on us to be like that. We're not all going to do it. And that's the problem with our country now. They're trying to force us all into taking on what they're doing. And it's just not right. It's not freedom. It is not freedom. It's just pure craziness. Pure craziness. And we got to stop it. Anybody on here have any ideas? Let's get her going. Let's talk about it. Let's do it. We're trying. We are trying our best. Going around the country, starting flag waves, constitutional rallies, meet and greets. Too much pressure? Yeah, that's what they say. It's too much pressure. No, our children cannot make adult decisions. And you're right. They can't even go into the military till they're 18, but they're trying to teach them how they are, what they are. It's ridiculous. It is total ridiculous. And Carol, you're right. It's a war on Christianity. They are trying to do away with the church. If they did away with the church, they would have no problem. They would have no problem whatsoever. I saw a good meme today. It talked about a professor saying there was no God. And a student says, well, is there cold? And the professor said, of course there's cold. And the student said, no, there is no cold. It's when heat decreases that it gets cold. And ended up, I lost it. But anyway, I have it on my Facebook page on Carrie's Musings. You can go and look at it. Or on Jesus Lives Group, one of the two. Jesus Lives Groups or Carrie's Musings. Very good. It's very good. Explains atheism, how they think. Sorry, my memory is not as strong as it should be. I think it's something and my mind keeps going and I forget it. Yeah, everybody hit the like button and share. Share. We need to get this word out. Oh, my StreamYard says Luke's hand pink waving. It doesn't show the emoji. I'm like, huh? Hand pink? Okay. Gotcha. That's good. Maybe I should bring it up on my other phone so I can see the emojis. Okay, you go switch the laundry. I'll be here. But, we have to do something. We have to do something. And we have our rallies. We have a good time, but we're fighting for freedom the whole time. Hi, Annie S. How you doing? Good to have you here. I'm telling you, folks, we are in desperate waters. And we got to navigate carefully and speak out carefully, but loudly. Because believe me, they will try to make examples out of some of us. Maybe even me. But I am prepared. I am prepared for my children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren to take that step. I am prepared. And I hope you are too. Because we have to do it. We have to do it. We're at the point of no return. The point of no return. We have to get out there and shout it out everywhere. Everywhere we go. Put it on your vehicle. Put it on your bumper. Put it everywhere. Let's, excuse me. It should stop my mic. I will. Sorry about that. Yes, the devil's trying to get me now, trying to shut me up. You know it. I know, Shirley. It's all over your car. I've seen your car. That's great. It's all over my car, too. But get it out there. Put your flags on your car. Go down the street. Chalk markers, yep. Shirley's car's got writing all over it, all over her windows. Freedom sayings. I think there's a picture of it on my page somewhere in the pictures in the community section, if you'd like to see it. And I'm going to work the next week trying to put a video together of the time when the leaders were here, which I think everybody will enjoy if I can do it right. But we've got to do everything in our power to do right. We all have to have faith in something. Faith in something. It's just like the article I was talking about. It comes down to yes, if there was evil, and the professor said yes, there was evil. Well, then he said, the student said, well, then we need God to counter the evil, or a supreme being of some kind, whether you believe in God or not. It's that's the beauty of our country. We have the right, the freedom, supposedly, to believe what we want to believe, whether it's atheists, agnostics, Christians, Muslims, Buddhists, Hindu. We have the right in the United States to practice our religion, no matter what. And right now, it's still majority Christian, and that's their problem. They don't want a majority Christian, because that goes against all they stand for. So if they're fighting to get that much against it, it must be something there. Got to be something there. They're fighting that much to do away with it. You take it easy, Shirlene. Have a good meeting. We love you too. See you later. Good evening, Double Deuce. Are you coming back on, or just? I saw you on earlier, I thought. Come on in and join me. Let's get this party started. But there's so much that we can do, that we can say. Like every time I come on, I tell everybody, get a hold of your representatives, tell them what you think about everything, get it recorded, send them letters, send them emails, go to your local, city, state, everywhere, and fight for whatever you think is wrong. We have to. We have to do it. We got to get on them strong and let them know that we're watching, and that we will vote, and we will vote them out if they don't do what we ask. You're right, Double Deuce. But the one thing about milk is, ever since I was young, I've worked in retail some and convenience stores and marketing stuff like that. Milk has always been higher than what we pay for in the store. They use it as a what do they call it, incentive for people to come in the store. Basically, it's a people go in for milk and they buy more. So the stores are charged more for the milk, but it brings in business for them. Hopefully, they don't start messing with that. That's good, Casey. And I told everybody about Tim Anderson yesterday. He's a good one in Virginia, and he's got several things he's working on in Virginia, helping businesses and everything else. He's quite a worker. Personally, I don't know of any around here anymore. I used to, but they're all up in Tallahassee now. Well, I still know them, but yeah, I haven't talked to them in ages. My mom, bless her soul, she was in with all of them, and guided them with her group she had, and she always fought for freedom. And she talked to a lot of them and had meetings with them about God and country. And that's partially why I got into this, because I saw what she did. She tried to make Head Start better, lean more towards God, but it didn't quite work that way. But we all got to do that. We've all got to do that. And she put in the groundwork, and I'm carrying on where she left off. And hopefully I can get back up with all of them. Excuse me again. I'll just mute the camera. uh, but anyway, there's a lot of things we can do. No, Casey, I think his job should be as governor. I think his job should be stay as governor and because he's younger and he needs to let Donald J. Trump do what he started and finish it. I think he should stay governor of Florida and get the next Republican governor up and to the task. Right now, we have no backup. We need somebody to step up and make backup. You are entirely right. You are entirely. We have a lot of people that talk a good talk, but they don't walk the walk. That's the problem. A lot of people out there just go on as if nothing's happening. They're blinded to it, and our churches aren't helping any because a lot of them are turning just to get the 501c3s and doing what the government tells them to do. And our churches are declining big time morally. When you get a drag queen minister, drag queen Sunday school teachers, and everything in your church, you go in the opposite direction. Go in the opposite direction, big time. Just read the Bible. The book of instructions for, well, I went dead again. We've got to go by that book of instructions. Otherwise, we doom ourselves. That's for sure, Andy. Double D says it right. Smoke if you got them. Okay. But we have got to band together. We've got to make one main thing. We need to teach our children ourselves. And like I said before, we need co-ops. We need church, not necessarily churches, but groups. Christianity is wisest, and teach our children the right way, and not charge for the schooling, but contribute to what they need. It's too high a cost to go to private schools, and most private schools and even Christian schools are just as bad as the public schools. That's the sad part. They're just as bad. So we have to do it on our own. We have to get the curriculum and get people, because one cannot take, if they have more than 0 kids, you can't do it by yourself. You can't stay on them the time that they need to study the whole time. Some people can, but I sure couldn't. I had 2 of them, but I did the best I could. But when I stepped out of the room, the class went crazy, or they decided they were hungry, or they were thirsty. So we had to have a regular curriculum that they can go to 3 or 4 hours a day, with people swapping back and forth and helping each other out, teaching the children. That's the big thing. We need to start these now. Don't keep your kids in that private school. Unfortunately, I have no control over mine now. But if I did, that's exactly what I would do. I would start with a group of people. You got it, Chaplain. I just went blank. I had a gray hair moment. A lot of them. I guess that tells. Basic before leaving Earth. 100%. 100%. You're right, Carol. Our children are like sponges, and they see everything and anything that we do, and they remember it. So tread lightly and do what you're supposed to do. They will follow you. It's just like I think I've told it before, but Sammy, when I had her at Daytona waving the flag and giving out constitutions, a woman asked her a question, and I went, uh-oh. But guess what? She answered her in no time flat. And the woman asked her who Ashley Babbitt was. So I must have done something right in my teachings, because she knew exactly who Ashley Babbitt was. And that's another thing. We need to fight for these J6ers. The government has imprisoned them illegally just to make an example out of them. And it's time that they got off of it. It's time that they let them go. They have served more time than most violent crimes get anywhere in the country. And we need to let our representatives know that we're tired of it, that they need to quit making examples of them and let them go, or charge the ones that did wrong. And their sentence should include what they've already served. And most of them should be out of there if they do it that way, if they go by the country standard of what has been done. Not one of the Summer of Love is in jail at this time that I know of. And there might be, but none that I know of. And this is sad that sad that we put up with this. Must be getting low on my air. Trying to breathe through my nose and can't do it. Who's a troll with no wrench, with a wrench? Somebody's a troll. You want to talk to me? Go ahead. I'll talk to everybody. Come on in. Try to pull it up on my phone so I can see what's going on here. Oh, okay. Gotcha. I don't mind trolls coming in here as long as they behave themselves. If they want to talk to me, I'll talk to them. I don't care. We're trying to help them too. This is freedom for everybody. Free for the gays, freedom for the gays, freedom for whatever turns them on. My biggest problem is that they're trying to force it on us. We don't need it. We don't need to do it. They can do whatever they want in their own home, in their own safe place or whatever. They can do whatever they please as long as it's legal, is my concern. As long as it's legal. But there's a lot of things that they're trying to make legal that's illegal, like children in the drag queen shows. Like I said, pretty soon they're going to be having strip bars out on patios, stuff like that. Evil all the way. Mark my words, it's coming. Man, boy, everything. They're trying. They are trying. And when it gets to that point, we've gone too far. I believe it was Glenn Beck did something on that. It shows when it gets to that point, it's too late. We become like Sodom and Gomorrah. And we don't want to do that. We want our Lord to come again, but the Lord told us that we had to prepare this earth. We had to take care of it. We had to replenish it. We had to keep it going. He put that on us to keep it in good shape. And we have not been good stewards at all. We have not been good stewards at all. We've let him down. A lot of us just pray, Lord, help us, help us. But they don't do anything to help him. The Bible says, put on the full armor of God. And what does that mean? Just wear it around, strut it around? No, he wants us to go into battle for him. He wants to go out there and speak for him. Let people know about him. And that's what we have to do. And if we do this country would turn around in a heartbeat. People just accept and learn the way it's supposed to be. But we can't dwell on the Lord coming again all the time. Like I said, we are the stewards. We have to do the work. God will help us. The Lord will help us. We have to put in our head, it's up to us. He'll give us the materials and he'll give us the help. But he's not going to create a miracle and clear it all up. That miracle is not going to come. His miracles were done when Jesus was on earth. We have to fend for ourselves and believe in him, and he will help us. That's the way he shows his miracles, is through us. You come in here, double dude. Yes, the meats. That was another thing I was going to get into. Let's hope we can keep fresh stock across the country that's not tainted by what they're trying to inject into them. Hopefully, people like the Amish can keep their stock free and clear from it. They're not as big, because they don't have all the hormones and everything injected into them. Folks, who knows what we've got in our bodies, how long they've been injecting stuff in. If you think about it, they've been giving vaccinations and what have you to our cattle and our livestock for years, many years. Who knows what's already there, what poison we're already putting in our body. It's another thing we need to fight against. And can we depend that the stock we buy now is even good for us? I doubt it. I doubt it. I saw some, it had been Fry talking, no, it was on Lead Guitar Man, sorry, talking about the fertilizer tainting our crackers, our Ritz crackers, our fish crackers. Got into the grain supply and tainted it. It causes bad stomach problems. And all of us have experienced bad stomach problems. I guarantee most of us have, mainly because of what we have to eat. They're trying to make us weak, trying to get rid of so many percentage. And as with everything, viruses and everything through the centuries, there's always that percentage that's going to survive everything. Immunity, strong disposition, what have you. There's always a percentage that's going to make it through it, and they know it. And they're counting on that and hedging their bets and keeping good stuff for them. I guarantee you, they're all stocked up with stuff. It's they mark things organic, but you wonder what they put in an organic to make it organic. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Everything is tainted. Everything is tainted. And we have most, up to now, have built up some sort of immunity, but we do have the side effects. We do have the side effects, each and every one of us. And nowadays, you go to a doctor and tell him my belly hurts. He said, well, he'll write you out a prescription because that's what he thinks you expect him to do. And the prescriptions, as we know, I'm not a doctor, but as we know, there are more side effects than the original problem. More side effects than the original problems. I'm trying to catch up here. Thank you, Casey. Yeah, everybody should watch that. It was very informative. I didn't jump on because my nose was a waterfall, and I didn't go on myself, so I just sit and watched. Just barely typed in a few of them. But I just don't know what to say. I can't say it any plainer. We have to watch, listen, learn, record, catch these people in the act. And we need millions to do it. Everybody has a camera. Everybody record. Catch them in the act. Bring it to the forefront. It's the only way we're going to win. And we have the power to do it with our cameras, with our phones. We ought to all be diligent out there doing our thing. No, they're not tired of seeing your face, Double D. I'm sure they all want you to come on. But in our advertising, they get us coming and going. They get our children. They get us to depend on drugs. They're trying their best to wear us down, to make us not think for ourselves, where our mind is so foggy that we'll just give up and say, go ahead. You've already taken me. Go ahead. That's what their goal is, to wear us down to where we won't resist. And they are doing it with all the stuff that they're giving us and everything they're giving us. Everything we take, everything we do. They're trying to fog our minds. And if you want, everybody knows that we have our Karens. And when did that start? When did that start? When did people start acting like that? Well, about 3 years ago, basically. I mean, they were before, but not like it is now. It just affects the mind so much. It makes them irritable, compelled to do this stuff, breaks them down where they will do things, where they will take suggestions. And believe me, all experimentation through the years points the finger that they can control us. They can control us. And they say, hypnosis, you can't control somebody. You can't make them do what they don't want to do. And that is true with hypnosis. But now there are other means. It's not a conspiracy theory. It's out there. They can make people do what they don't want to do. That's why so much is going on around the world that we're seeing and watching in disbelief. Mark my words, they can control us. You better get your life right with God and the Lord to protect you. And fight for our right to get rid of it. We have to get rid of it somehow. That's why we have to work on everybody, talk to everybody. We are united. We are the people of the United States, no matter what religion, color, sex, whatever you are, it don't matter. Whatever political party you're in, it involves each and every one of us, because they're doing it to everyone. No matter what your walk of life is, they are after us all. I can't say it any plainer. They're after you, they're after me, and I'm going to go down kicking and screaming. Mark my word. I'm not going to give it up. I'm going to keep talking it over and over and over. Over and over and over until somebody or everybody decides to do something. Speaking of meds, I need to take my sinus medicine and my heart pill. Because I forgot. I'm sitting here getting dizzy. It must be my blood pressure. The last couple of days it's been high on the top. I've been trying to keep my bottom number pretty close. It's only went up to like 150, but that's too high. That's way too high. The top was a little bit over 80, 81, 82. I'm trying to catch up with it. You're exactly right, Double Deuce. That's another thing. Letting other countries buy up our properties. Oh my word. Oh my word. Eastern Florida back in the 60s when Jackie Gleason was alive, he owned across State Road 70 all the way from the East Coast to the West Coast. He owned all the cattle country in between there. And now I've heard that is a foreign country owns it. That's good, Casey. That's a good place to be. 104/80. A few times mine's been triple digit. Oh my goodness. Not lately, but I've got Flonase, but I've got something else that has oregano in it called Orega something. I can't remember again that I use it. It kind of burns a little bit when you put it up your nose, but it works a lot better than Flonase. And the doctor told me that Flonase was the strongest that they could get. So, whoa, salt water and oregano spray. I can step away here and get it real quick, I think. Whoa. Oh, whoops. Drop it. And my towel. This is stuff right here. Sinu Orego. Sinu Orego. And it works wonders. Like I say, a little stingy when you first take it, but it does the job. It'll clear you out real quick, and then you quit running. Thank goodness I had it last night. But it seems to work better than the other. I better watch what I'm saying. I am not a doctor, folks. I'm not a doctor. I don't profess to be a doctor. It's just what I use. Thank you, Casey. Yeah, that's my favorite flag right there, Second Amendment. That's my flag. I don't own weapons. But I have. And I believe everybody has the right to, just like the lady told the representatives. That law is to protect me from you. That's what that Second Amendment is. My protection against you. Yeah, they come back with, they have their big tanks and their aircraft and drones and everything come back after us. But guess what? A lot of wars have been won by pea shooters. Believe you me, if they want to get threatening with. But we have to be peaceful as long as we can, and make it our goal to stay peaceful. Just get them to realize which way they are heading this country. Makes you wonder what person would want to bring a country down. What type of person? Unless they know that they're going to rule when it does change. So that goes to show you it's going to be a dictatorship where the elite will rule and the poor will be servants or slaves, one or the other. More likely, slaves, the way they're doing things now. You want us to do the same thing. Hi there, Deborah. Hi there, belligerent talk. We don't need promotion of the channel. Small channel. If I stay small, stay small. No promotion here, but thanks. Okay, Double D. Thanks for the invite, but we're good here. But folks, it is entirely up to us which way we go. And most of us don't realize it. We are set up to be we the people, and it's still in place. We're still here. So I'm reading the text. Hi, Deborah. I'm I'm sitting here punting now. Everybody get on, start your page, get people involved, start your group, get with veterans, get with everybody. Double Deuce and I talked yesterday about getting with veterans groups because they are patriotic 100%. Get with them. Get with all your friends. Get your friends involved that are veterans. I'm sure they'll help. The ones I've talked to, they help. Some of them can't go to the rallies and stuff, but they're behind the scenes doing it. A lot of people on my Facebook from other cities around the country, everywhere. They're everywhere. And big numbers, big numbers. And believe me, a lot of soldiers have bled and died for our freedoms, for us to do the right things. It's a shame to let them down. We cannot let them down in our endeavors. We have to think first and foremost of them, the ones that died and gave their blood for this country. Red stripes on our flag. We have to remember them and do for them. Continue the job that they did. Or shame on you. Exactly. Shame on you if you don't. Unfortunately, I never got to serve because I broke back in 3 places right before I went to the Navy. I took 4 tests for naval aviation, and 3 days before I was supposed to go to induction, I fractured my back, compound fracture, three of the middle vertebrae. So that put me out of all the services, all the services. Got that? You're right there, Grow Better. Everybody, like, share, and subscribe. And if you can, donate. Always appreciated. I could use it. All the other live streamers can use it. Like I was saying on Double Deuce yesterday, it's a doggone shame when people that are fighting for our country have to sell off their goods in the sale to make money to do this for the people. People need to help, need to keep them going because they're doing a service for you. They're doing a service for our country. They're doing a service for everybody, especially mags. I'm telling you, Double D, Aruba, Red Cactus, We the People, Ride Along Gang, all of them are doing a service for you, everybody. entertainment, or what have you. They are doing what the media does not want to do. They're trying to tell you the truth and bring you the truth. And most of them are doing it at their own expense. Some of them say they don't want it, which is fine. They're doing it out of the goodness of their heart. But a lot are trying to struggle along and do the struggle and the United States. And they could really use the help. So, having said that, okay. I keep forgetting it doesn't pin to one or the other, just stays in there. There you go. Got it. There you go. It's up there. I keep forgetting about that. I've been thinking about using Prism, but I like for people to be able to come on and join in with me. I like to talk with people, not just two people. And sometimes, like you see, I have to think about what I'm going to say next. It takes me a few, but I try. We were talking about the soldiers and the veterans, and we need to get out there to everybody, folks. Get everybody excited. Everybody following the cause, united, so we can bring our freedoms back. We can do all we can do for our country. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, Deborah. That's pathetic. I keep getting these things. I keep getting these things in tell me to get SSIN, SSA, and all that. I'm really confused about all that. You call Social Security and they don't do anything like that. They're all of us on retirement are having the same problem.
Morning.
There you are. Morning.
How is everyone?
Afternoon.
Or actually afternoon.
It's afternoon. Yeah.
Yeah, here it is.
Yep. Just 1:03 here. So it's 12:03 there. So
yeah.
What say you?
Well, I got a little education this morning by watching TikTok, believe it or not. TikTok, they like to beat up on it, and I'll be the first one to admit that, yeah, it's a communist China thing. But here's the thing. There's a lot of people that's on that site that is trying to let people know what's going on around the world. And if people would just stop listening to that shit and really pay attention, you would see kind of what I'm talking about. But there was a lady who was speaking in front of this large group of people. And I don't even know really who she was, but I can tell you that she attended a very, very important meeting. And this meeting was going over what kind of changes is coming to the Americans' food supply and where it's coming from. And what they're doing, if y'all will remember, we talked about this yesterday, you and I did, Carrie, when you were in my panel. And that was the Dutch farmers and what they did and what they tried to do to them. And this is the World Economic Forum now that we're talking about. They're the ones that's regulating all this crap with climate change and shit. Can
you hold that thought just a second? Can you hold that thought just a second? Okay.
All right.
Deborah, Hendrick, I'm not asking anybody for money here, only if they want to. I know I can't donate a lot. I try whenever I can. A lot of people cannot donate. Don't feel obligated to donate to listen. We're not in that for that. What I'm that well, that's what I'm. There's just some people need a lot of help out there, and I'm talking for all the streamers, not talking individual. Because I'm in the same boat. I'm on Social Security only, and
Smoke them if you got
come
them,
across
DD.
that way, I apologize.
Hey, who's in here
Okay,
with
go
us?
ahead.
Who's in here with us?
I just kind of popped in because it was kind of
Grow better,
quiet, so I
Ken.
figured I'd say hi.
Oh, okay, I was just wondering. I saw the screen, but on my screen, I can't tell who it is.
Yeah, I can't speak
Yeah,
chat or anything here, so. But
Oh, okay.
what the heck?
Anyway, going back to the meeting, the lady says that because of her role and her, I guess, her job and occupation, she had to be privy to this meeting. Okay. And they're literally, and we already know, because I said something about this yesterday, and a lot of people don't realize if you look in buried places, you got to go to certain places like Big Shoot and probably Rumble. But if you'll look up on those one of those two apps, you're going to find that Klaus Schwab with the World Economic Forum announced to the public back in the 80s what they were doing to American citizens and how they were duping us in
Right.
everything that they do. Whether it was the state income tax, whether it's food income tax, whether it's your house income tax, what you pay for fuel, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And then they started talking about what they put in our food and why they're doing it and yada, yada. These people are trying to kill us. Americans need to realize that. These people are not good people. And I really question whether Klaus Schwab is even fucking human, to be honest with you. That man looks like a damn robot cyborg from outer space somewhere. He don't even, and he hasn't changed since I've been alive.
And how old does Soros have to be by now?
Oh my God, but have you seen the latest pictures of that ugly motherfucker?
No, I don't want to look.
He looks like a dried up prune. He's ugly as hell. Apparently,
has
they
a
cut
son
his
behind him.
adrenochrome off.
And he has a son that's right behind him.
Am I echoing?
Yes, and it's driving me insane.
Sorry about that. I'll see if I can figure it out.
But, you know, you were
I don't
talking
have
about
headphones,
TikTok.
so I can't do a whole heck of a lot about it. Maybe I'll just get off and let you guys go.
No, you're fine
you're
now.
fine. I can
Stop
hear you
doing
good.
it. Stay where you're at.
All right.
But Gary, what I'm
Talking
saying
about
is no, you don't have to. No, you don't have to go on TikTok to see it. But I'm just telling you right now, they're compiling a lot of stuff together. That's a lot of evidence. It's very interesting, and I'm tapped into it because they kicked me off TikTok 2 years ago with my whole account, and I had a massive account. And they kicked me off because I was a freedom fighter and a truther. I was live, and they cut my shit off mid live. And when I put it, this is what happened.
I think I'm still the echo here. Sorry.
I don't hear an echo now. I don't hear one.
I don't hear it. I don't hear it either.
Oh, yeah, I do.
Yeah,
Maybe a
I don't
little.
have headphones that I can use right now, so I'm just gonna let you guys go. I just wanted to say hi. Good to see
All
you,
right.
Dee Dee.
Hi.
And you too, Carrie.
Glad to have
Dee
you
Dee.
with us.
That's going to be a new nickname. They're going to start calling me Dee Dee, and I'm going to have a fit.
I'm a
There
lazy
you go.
typer. What can I say? I just use the smallest words I can.
I'm a labor too. That's why I use a lot of emojis.
Oh, that's Grow Better. Oh, now I see it on my screen. I'm talking to Grow Better. All right. I thought you were female.
No. Well, no. I got a husky voice for a female.
Hey, if the shoe fits, wear it, man.
Yeah.
Anyhow, yeah, I'm gonna get off because I don't have headphones and kind of mess things up. Take care.
All right.
We'll
All right,
catch you
bye.
all soon. Hope.
I'm glad you come on. Come back when you.
Okay.
But anyway, talking
So
about
anyway,
TikTok, do you know why do you know why they wanted to get rid of the TikTok?
because they're
You know
fine
the
people,
real
people are seeing what the fuck's going on. That's why. I can tell you exactly why.
Our government wants to run. Our government wants to be able to tell whoever, whatever, that they can't be on social media. And if they can get rid of if they can pass the law to get rid of TikTok, that means they can come on and shut every one of us down.
Well, and you're right. It sets a precedent, just like them arresting a standing president. You'll never convince me that he's not standing president.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Something's going on. Something's going on that we do not know. We do not know. We can't even comprehend what's going on now behind the scenes.
Okay, well, I can tell you a couple things that I know for certain.
Well, just watch it, because
No, I'm just saying I know some things for certain.
Yeah,
And I'll share them with your audience and probably some of mine now. As a matter of fact, I can't see the chat at all. That's driving me insane. Oh, wait a minute. That's because it ain't on.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you got to turn it on
No.
your phone. Do you have a second phone? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, she left us. Hi, Lee Guitar Man. We were just talking earlier. I was on listening with you last night. And great. I wish I couldn't, but my nerves like a waterfall. I couldn't do my live. I was going to do it 9:30. But I jumped on yours, and it was fantastic. You can come on here. Oh, there she is. Let me let her back in. Pay attention to what I'm doing here.
Yeah, I hit the wrong button. Okay, I'm going to pull up chat on my phone because I can't see it. So hold on. Yeah. It's driving on my backup. It's driving me insane. I can't see the chat. Okay, here we go. All right, there we go.
On my laptop, I can see the chat on StreamYard.
I got it now. I just had to pull it up because I'm on your StreamYard, so that's what I see. It's StreamYard. Okay.
Yeah.
So going back to what you and I were discussing, you know, this plan has been in place for quite some time, and like each generation, we lose more and more people that actually know what the hell's going on, and because as a society now, we don't really teach our kids anymore. You know, the PlayStations and the games and all that raises them because we're too busy working trying to keep ourselves above water. It takes both of them to work. A single household can't do it anymore. How me as a single mom did it for so many years, I don't damn know. But I'm just saying the system is set up for us to fail. Period. And one way or the other, they're determined they're going to get what they want.
I'm going to check something out here. Yeah.
Hello, Ann from the lake. I love you. Okay, I missed a lot of chat. Let me go up and see what's going on.
Oops. I did the wrong thing there.
Yeah, like they really expect somebody to be able to live on $600 and something dollars, Deborah. That shit ain't gonna happen. My son's disabled, so I draw a check on him, and it's only just under $9, and that ain't enough either. And that's with what Deuce does.
It's pathetic what they expect us to live on. We paid all of our life. They should make it. They should put interest on it like they do the 401k, and pay us what they should.
Right.
With the money they take out of our checks every week, they should pay us a lot better than that.
Right.
Is there anybody watching this on Twitch? I don't see any. No. I know.
You know what? I tried using Twitch too, and I can't. Well, see, Twitch is kind of a gaming community. It's really not. I mean, you can live stream, but like the type of people you're going to get is not the type of people that's going to be easily reached. And if you're not a game, you just about ain't gonna get no views on Twitch because they are just, it's unreal. I never liked it. I've tried it and I did not like it. As a matter of fact, StreamYard's the best app I've used.
I like.
And I found out this morning, Carrie, I'm paying $15 more than Joshua is, and he's got more perks than I do.
Well, to tell you the truth, I started out last year with StreamYard for $10, and it stayed the same. That's how I got mine.
See, you told me that too, and I'm paying the smallest package that I saw on my page was $25.
Right, because you come in late.
Well, they may also too. They may have raised their prices since you guys.
Yeah, they did. They did.
So I mean, you know, so we pay $25 a month.
Went to 19, now.
Yeah, and my thing is I really do like. Yep. But you know, one of the things that I wanted to
$10. Maybe he has a coupon that you can get it for that. I don't know. I haven't seen no coupons.
Well, you know, it might be like a veteran perk or something that we aren't privy to, that I'm not privy to, because I will say I've never served in the military, but I've got family who did. And that's one thing I was going to tell you a while ago when you were saying be careful. I understand what you're saying there, but I had a cousin that was in the military. And she retired. She wanted to come out in 2008 when Obama was in, but she refused to let him sign her discharge papers. So she waited till Trump came in and she left. And when she left, me and her got to talking one day online. And we normally don't do that, but I asked her because this was right before 2020's election. And we were sitting there talking about everything, and you know, we were sitting there watching in Atlanta, we were watching what Georgia was doing, which was a complete fraud. There's no way around it. The people that live there know it, but you either care about it or you don't, you know. So what we had to deal with was, it was just, I'm trying to figure out exactly how to put it, but like back then people viewed everything different. Everybody was so upset because of the virus and what it was doing and this, that, and the other, and yada, 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 yada. And then the election went like it did. And then she and I were talking. I said, what in the hell's going on? I said, you just come out of the military. Do you know anything I don't? I was like, tell me something that's going to make me feel a little bit better about the shit I'm seeing. And she's like, she told me, you know, there's a little backstory to Donald Trump, that he was chosen by the military and all that. And that's accurate. She confirmed it, that they put him in there. And they put him in there for a purpose. And he did actually serve the purpose he was put in for. So my thing, huh?
I believe that.
Well, like I said, I trust her implicitly. She's been in the military. As soon as she turned old enough to get in it, she's been in it. United States Air Force, and she served, I don't know, at least 10 years, I'm sure, if not more. So and she moved up in ranks pretty well too. So she's not the type of person that I would dismiss as being a liar, you know, not by far. And she told me, she said, you just got to see how it plans out. And she said, there is a plan in place to try to do something about what's going on right now. And Trump is the center of that plan.
I definitely believe that. What say you, lead guitar man, Robert?
Yeah, for real.
A lot of things going on, a lot of speculation. Hard telling until you see it play out. Basically, I want to jump up, let everybody know that I got hit with a strike yesterday, or this morning, for my panels yesterday.
You got what?
Uh-oh.
I got hit with a strike from YouTube.
For what?
Well, for talking about real stuff, you're not supposed to do that.
Oh yeah.
No particular
They
topic or
they claim medical misinformation, but I went through the whole. There was nothing on there that can't be backed up. So
right.
Well, see, what people don't realize is that's just like all this shit that was going down with the election and stuff, and they were all into these damn fact checkers. People don't realize the fact checkers are paid by Soros. They need to pay attention.
Yeah.
He pays them. He pays their salary. They are as malicious as half of the people that's in our government.
yeah.
If you
But what do
trust
we
them,
do
you're
about
an
it?
idiot.
What do we do about it?
Man,
That's the
I'm
thing.
telling you, we the people's gonna have to get together and fight back. We're gonna have to get together and fight back. That's what it's all gonna come down to. We don't have to be necessarily civil disobedient, but I'm telling you, we're gonna have to do something.
Something.
And sitting
yeah.
on our ass sure as hell ain't gonna fix it.
So how do you, Robert? How do you go about fighting?
I'm good,
that?
Miss Ann.
It'll give you but one time, I think, to straighten it up or what have you.
Well, my only thing that I will say online here is you just got to rattle our politicians' cages. Keep calling them. Keep sending them emails. Keep calling them as often as possible.
I'm taking a break for a second,
go.
y'all, because I'm about to burn the hell up. I'm moving, so I'll be right back.
So
You're right in the sun. Yeah, but getting back
And
when
by
we
the way,
can't say what we want to say.
well, therein lies the problem. When you can't discuss real issues, there's a problem.
There's a problem, and that's another list to put down for everybody to do when they call their politicians. Straighten up our social media. Get it where we can talk.
Well, take away their 230 protections. If they're going to take and monitor and edit people's stuff and censor what you're going to say, then they're no longer just a platform. They're editorializing. So if they want to control the narrative, they can be open for lawsuits.
I'm still in the
That's
dadgum
true.
sun.
That's the thing it is like with this. And by the way, everybody, I will be off for a week unless I fire up my backup channel. I might. But I'll be right back doing what I'm doing. I've been down this road before, and they certainly aren't going to stop me from doing what I'm doing.
No.
I personally think that I have good reason to believe that a certain group of people with a certain belief system mass reported my channel is what happened.
Huh.
So,
Would they be related to the rodents?
let's just say kind of like putting lipstick on a pig, you know what I mean?
Lipstick on a pig.
Yeah. Put lipstick where it don't belong. How's that?
Well, people are just by far too damn nosy. They have nothing else to do. If they put their efforts like that into, if they put as much effort into actually doing something that was positive, instead of just like being demeaning and just being spiteful and just shitty in general, if people would do a little more of that and worry about their business instead of what everybody else is doing, this country would be a whole different place.
Well, there's a little more to it than that. They're trying to they're trying to rule social things in society, and they shouldn't be.
Right. Yeah, I'll agree with that. It's just like Carrie said, if they can tell you what kind of social media you're allowed to be a part of, because one is more honest than the other, and they don't want you to know about their honesty. God forbid they don't want you to know the truth, and that's what all this comes down to. The media propaganda has hidden the truth from the American people for so long, and they see that shit unraveling, because there's a lot of people hip to the media now that wasn't in the beginning, and they're rolling all this shit.
Yeah. What do you think, Kerry?
I agree with everything. It's just with what you both said. It got to the point. Just like earlier, I was talking about my sinuses and saying what I use. I got makes you think what you can say, what you can't say, and I'll probably get a strike for that too.
Well,
I try on all my broadcasts to say that I'm not a doctor and I don't profess to be a doctor, and music's not my content; it's somebody else's. Yeah, and knock on wood. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you
Yeah.
know what's stupid about the whole copyright thing with the music is like when I'm making my shorts and I'm loading them up on YouTube, every damn song that they strike us for is able to be loaded on our shorts. That is about the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy. They've got us hook, line, and sinker. Really, they think they do, but we just got to keep on getting on.
Well, they also want us to think that we can't come together and do something to stop them too.
Yeah.
Everybody sits at home, and how many of us have asked this question? What can one person do? Well, one person can do a lot depending on what the motive is. You know, Rosa Parks sat on that daggum bus by herself to get equal rights for all races. She's in history to this day. Martin Luther King taught us a lot about equality and stuff like that. So one person can make a difference. It's just you got to get out there and put yourself out there.
But
Well,
you got to
we don't-
remember, they're
Go ahead,
using
Jerry.
Rosa Parks and all the history against us. They're still in that. They're still talking about that, trying to make it look like it's still going on. You know, they're trying to divide us by using old history. What they want to keep, you know, what they pick through their CRT. They want blacks to think they're underprivileged, that whites are privileged. It's crazy, you know. And people got to realize that they are just as privileged as the next person, because everybody I know have just about the same things,
Right?
no matter what race, religion, or color they are.
See, that's what pisses me off. Every single thing that we watch on TV or our kids watch on TV or the games that we play, with the exception of maybe a precious few, the content or the theme to the shit is so bad, you know, and then you're so used to sitting there in the background listening to the crap, you don't pay attention no more. But my kids have gotten a sad awakening because I've just about snatched every dadgum thing they can watch away.
Yeah, broke them up.
I took their tablets and shattered them. I said that to my live stream one day. I broke the hell out of them because I'm sick of it. It's just, and the more of it they watch, the more of it they want to watch. So it's literally like a damn crack addiction.
Yeah, for sure.
Me too, Deborah. That I'm with you. Send me my money. I'm waiting for my white privilege. But you know,
That is fucking hilarious, Deborah. That is hilarious. The white privilege card, what the hell ever. We are no more privileged than anybody else. I think that every individual has a responsibility as a citizen of the world to just damn not do stupid shit. If you choose to do stupid shit, then be prepared to suffer the consequences.
You know, I lived before the civil rights era. I lived and grew up in a time when there was a white fountain, black fountain, white restroom, black restroom. Of course, they had to sit in the back of the bus, which was not good. But you know, there was just as many black folks that disagreed with segregation as the white. Well, desegregation. They wanted to live their life where they lived.
Well, in that way, they can always have a reason to pit one race against the other. That's what that is.
Well, they put us together so we could pit one against the other.
I don't think so. I think it's the opposite. I think the reason they want us to keep because you know, okay, here's my thing. Nobody has a right to treat a human being less because of the color of their damn skin. If
But
you
they-
want to treat a human being less, then you do it on their merit and what they have done.
But
You
wait a minute.
don't do it. You don't do it on stuff like that's stupid, and that's what they're feeding and priming into our children.
But they didn't do that prior to the Civil Rights Act. They did not do that. They did not shun people, make them feel, you know, everybody was. I'm not saying that we shouldn't have done it. I'm saying that there were just as many on one side or the other that wanted their life to live the way they wanted to live. And they wanted their own communities and everything. I saw it, I know. And that's what a lot of the riots were about, because they pushed them into projects. They pushed them into places where they shouldn't live, trying to get us all together. They knew what they were doing. They caused the civil unrest by pushing people into underprivileged homes and everything. They built these places for them to move into.
Yeah, and the thing about it, the thing about it is, yeah, you're right. And from what I understand, over the last 40 years, that's exactly what they've been doing. They're doing like a herding thing.
Right.
And people don't realize they're doing it, but it's called herding. And just like cattle and sheep and shit, they're putting us where they want us, or either they're forcing us to where they want us.
Right. And there's probably a few on the chat that's been through it too, but I have seen it personally. I've seen what they did and how they did it. And
the smartest damn person in America right now is the guy living on the damn street.
Yeah.
You bet that.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's true. Really. Unfortunately, that is true. They don't have to worry about all the stuff we have to do. I have to worry about.
No, Deborah Hendrick, no, everybody cannot have everything. There are some races that they simply will not get the same advantage as others because they are judged by the color of their skin in some areas of the world. Yes, it happens.
In the world, but not the USA.
Yeah, it happens here too. Yes, it does.
Only if they want to stay and wallow in it. They have just as much right and opportunity to get out and do what everybody else does, but they just don't want to.
Now I go along with that. I think everybody, we all have a chance to succeed as far as like doing what society thinks that we should do. But that doesn't mean always that when you get into different ethnic groups and stuff that live in America, that there's times when racism and petty shit doesn't keep somebody from getting a job, doesn't keep somebody from getting in a club they want to get in. That kind of stuff is what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about like politically. I'm talking about like just people interacting with each other. Well, it's not only that the homeless people don't watch the news, but you got to remember, okay, 90% of the homeless, I would say, are veterans. And they choose to be there because they don't want to keep doing what we do every day. They're tired of it.
They're escaping.
Yeah, and a lot of them know truths about stuff that we could never fathom. And when they come back from war and they are out of the service, they are screwed up mentally in the head, but they are like that because they know too much shit.
Yeah, a lot of them do. A lot of them been tested. I mean, experimented on. A lot of our soldiers were experimented on.
Yeah, the Tuskegee, the Tuskegee experiment was like that. There's been several. But Tuskegee is the most well known.
And they can't talk about it.
Still.
Not even to their relatives. They can't talk about it.
Still to this day.
They take these people in these slum areas and these hood rats, and they pump them up and they put them at the top of the news, you know, to make it look like they're underprivileged, that they can't get out of it, that they're stuck there. But it's all up to the individual here in the United States of America. I mean, right now, there is no there. We don't even know what racism is. I've seen it, you know. In my earlier days, I saw what, during the civil rights movement and all that, I saw what racism was. We don't have
It
that.
only exists, to me, it only exists now because it's being taught still. Because
It's being taught.
Racism and hate is taught. You're not born that way, it's taught.
They're trying to take history away from us. They're not even teaching our children history anymore because they'll know what's going on then. You know,
Exactly. They don't want them to know.
they don't
And God,
want them
especially
to know.
American history. Especially American history, because they don't want them to know about freedoms. They don't want them to know about the Constitution. They don't want them to know that they got certain amendment rights. They literally want them stupid.
That's right. They want to mold them, just like I was talking about earlier with the advertisements and everything. They're looking at that younger generation to carry on what they want. And they're working darn hard to do it.
All right, Carrie, I'm fixing to flip my camera around for a minute because I got to get readjusted. I'm outside because I like to be outside, but I'm also I can't get in a cool spot where I can actually see my chat or see your chat. So
Right.
give me just a minute. Instead of it shaking around, I'm going to flip y'all around.
All right. And I was going to go outside today, but it looks like it's supposed to be off and on rainy, so I didn't. But I'd probably be the same way. Robert, what say you? Been quiet there.
Oh, just a lot of things that going on that pit people against people, and it seems like they use everything they can use.
Well, that's what they're counting on, because a divided people cannot unite. A people that's arguing cannot unite. A people that wants to be petty cannot unite.
Well, that goes down to individuals as well.
Yes.
Right.
People can't stand behind the idea of equal opportunity equals equal rights, not equity.
Well, it's just like with the civil rights movement. They made it where an employer has to look at the black applicant first, you know, which makes it unfair. It makes it unfair to both because, you know, there's a lot qualified, and it should be up to the person's ability, not by the color of their skin, no matter what race they are, you know.
Right.
I mean, there's a lot of races, Chinese and everybody, they're in the same boat, you know. You have to go on your own merits. And we've gotten away from that. Civil rights movement.
Yep, for sure.
Well, there's a lot of crap that they've done, and a lot of bills that have been passed, a lot of things that have been signed by presidents along the time that have slowly stripped more and more rights from the people.
Deborah, come on in. You've got some good ideas there. I love what you're saying here. I wish you could tell us some of your ideas, because they are good. I've been popping them up there. Come on in.
Yeah, I would be very careful about saying that out loud.
Huh? What's that?
I would be careful saying that out loud because, they'll try to hit you for that too.
Oh, really? Oh,
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that and the SUBB. They haven't done it much, but they have done some.
Well, if you talked about anything dealing with elections or talking with medical procedures or social issues or any number of things,
Anything that
they're not trying to just
go ahead.
they're trying not to just censorship. They're trying to mold the way you have to think.
Misinformation.
I wouldn't even say it's misinformation, because misinformation's usually false, and it's meant to cause a smokescreen. They're just downright lying. There's a difference to me.
Yeah, lying and false and all the above. They're doing it all, really. They're doing it all. It's you can come on
So,
StreamYard from a phone. In case you don't know, you can come on StreamYard with a phone. Just click the link and it'll take you right to it. Very easy.
you know,
In fact,
Kerry, you can
sometimes
pin that to the top of your chat, right?
I pinned it on my chat here, but how do I do it to the streams? Oh, it goes to the streams.
You can on StreamYard, but what you do is copy your link in StreamYard, and then when you put it in the chat, then if you'll like press on the right side of your post, it'll give you the option to pin it to the top. So therefore, anybody that comes in that wants to join on panel, it's already there. Now, right click, just push on the right side of your post right there.
I lost it. It told me an error. Hold on. I won't do nothing now. Okay. So what I do? Click the star?
No, don't hit the star. You see where it says Kerry's Musings, HTTP StreamYard? Right there to the right of the .com. Push on that. Push on your little your box where your message is, and it'll give you the option to pin that to the chat. I'm sitting here trying to do it for you, Kerry.
What's going on here?
You have to do it in YouTube, not in StreamYard. Kerry.
Yeah, you have to do it in YouTube.
Oh, and
You have to do it in YouTube.
Well, he's got it in YouTube. I see it.
It's in YouTube, yeah. But how do I? Oh, I
You
click
have
on
to
it.
click on the three dots on the side, and then you should be able to pin the message.
Yeah, I got a heart emoji in the way. I don't have. Oh, there we go. Pin message. There we go. There it is.
All right, there you go.
Wow.
See, you learned something.
I'm still learning. I'm still learning. I've been doing this
That's
for
why I told.
well over a
That's
year.
why I told Joshua he needs to do a StreamYard live to just teach everybody how to do everything with StreamYard.
Hey, and I watched StreamYard to get the information. I watched their meeting.
I think it'd be easier to do it with Josh because he can walk us through it. But that's just me.
Let me take that error off of there. It won't let me take the error off the chat here. Crazy. I keep clicking on it, won't do nothing. Anyway, it can stay there. I think.
But yeah, I mean that's like double deuces. We're up and coming, but one of the things with double deuces is I want to make a difference. And I asked, because the last couple of times I've been live, Deuce hasn't been on. And so this morning or either last night I asked him, I said, "Are you done with our channel? You know, he's like, nope. He's like, I'm just letting you run with it. And I was like, all right, that's about time. So he'll be back in.
Yep.
He'll be back in, but one thing is for sure, he's kind of letting me do me.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah,
We all have
anyways.
opinions. We all have ideas, and we need to get together and put them out there. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I just wanted to let everybody know what was going on with my channel, and that I will be back, and I don't intend on stopping. So,
I tell you what, I love it. I don't always get on, but I see it or replay it all the time.
well, that's the thing. I try to give people real information, and unfortunately, they don't like that sometimes.
That's true. That's true. That's true. Well, I'll tell you what, I for one enjoy it, and
I've had a lot of people say that they just sit and listen.
Somebody pin Robert's lead guitar man's page up here so everybody can see it.
I can throw my link in. That's no big deal.
Yeah, because I can't do it from right now. I could, but it'd take me forever and a day. Same, we don't have
The same way I am, Carrie, because it takes me forever. If I didn't have a backup phone, I couldn't do nothing.
Yeah, I have 3 phones and I use them all. And the
When I'm live, Carol, if this phone right here, if this phone is not charged, then Carol has to throw links for me. I can't do it. Because I can't, if I tried to do anything outside of StreamYard, it'll throw me off the stream.
Yep.
So,
Yeah, but
anyway,
if you're using StreamYard on the phone, it's definitely hard. Sorry about that.
that's all right.
It's crazy. Everybody hit that like button for Carrie who's in here. The more likes he gets, the more visible he becomes.
And subscribe.
Yes,
Share it
subscribe and hit that bell.
Yeah, the only thing I'd like to remind people is don't stop. We can't.
We can't stop. No, we cannot stop. I get discouraged. I get nervous when I come on. I get discouraged, and
It's frustrating sometimes.
yeah, because it seems like you're beating a dead horse, but we're not. We're in for a cause.
Well, I'll tell you
We
this.
gotta keep on.
You look at it this way. When this whole thing started, they managed to get about 75% of the population to take the medical intervention. We'll put it that way.
Right.
And now only 16% of the population has gotten anything beyond the first 2. So that tells you there are people opening their eyeballs and figuring out something ain't right here. And it isn't just it isn't just the mandates and things like that. There's a lot of other things coming into play there, but we just have to keep rattling their cages and to keep doing what we're doing. We are winning, just slowly. This didn't happen overnight, and it won't change overnight.
Amen to that. Amen to that, because it wasn't, and they did it slow, and they did it methodically.
Well, and they're using social
world,
media
all
now.
of it. It buffered all of us. What is going on? Casey, I think you're exactly right. I think this would be the perfect time. Right after Red Cactus comes on, I can take a little breather and then come on about noontime. I think it is. But my best times have been from this time till 4. So everybody look for me on about noon to 1, somewhere in that area. And we'll be here.
Are you fixing to go, Gary?
No, I'm just telling everybody. Casey said that this is a perfect time. And I believe so. I believe so too.
I just shared the stream to Facebook. Just so you know.
And I have this on Facebook too, under Carrie's Musings, and on Twitch, and then it goes to Rumble later. I have it synced with YouTube to go to Rumble, so usually it's a few hours later it goes on Rumble. I quit putting it on my other pages, transfer it to my other pages because it keeps me busy just doing this. And the flag wave and the meetings as a district rep here. I'm district leader here in my area. So I stay pretty busy, as Aruba attests to. She always asks me, "Are you resting, Carrie?" Her and Charlene, both wonderful people. Wonderful.
Man,
people.
I love me some Aruba and Charlene. Good night.
Slim too. He just stays in the
Oh
background.
yeah, Slim's my heart. Slim's my heart. Okay, Gigi. Jay Jones. We have met so many good Patriots. Carol Burton, Lady Buckeye, Convoy Santa, all of them. Taco Joe. The list is long and distinguished.
Yep, for sure. Play my little ditty here. Everybody rock on with me. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna talk to a friend in Ohio. Or maybe we need a theme song. We need a theme song. Okay. Keep down here. Yeah.
I actually want to take
Okay, go ahead.
Trump One. Have y'all heard Trump One? Some of y'all have, because Jamie plays it. And I know Jamie Crow played it twice last night. Have y'all heard? Well, I played it for my chat one day. But it's called Trump One, and they know it. I want to loop that daggum song on my page every time I'm waiting to go live.
Uh-huh. Yep.
I don't have a clue how to do it.
But anyways, Carrie, I got to jump off here. I just wanted to jump up and let everybody know that what was going on. So I guess
Great having you.
Good fight, everybody.
Good talk. Yep. You have a good evening. I'll see you on again.
All right, you guys take care.
You too.
You go
Thank you,
for it.
man. Hey, Carrie, I'm gonna have to run pretty quick too, because I've got a live that's fixing to happen myself. I'm waiting on Fry TV to go live. When he does, he's gonna fry my channel.
And we are pushing on Kelly's time coming up. Which
All right. Well, I love each and every one of y'all. I know each and every one of y'all. Y'all have a good evening, but I'm gonna bow out.
That's right, and I'm gonna be right behind.
And we will be live in a little while. And if you've never seen a TV Fry, please come in there, because we're trying to get it together now. So
That's right. Yeah. And Fry's the man.
Shoot ya. I asked him about that last night, and do you know he didn't hesitate a minute?
He's wonderful. He is great. I'm
That's a
surprised
good
not in here.
Patriot.
Yes, he is. Yep. And we need a lot more like him.
That's right. And I don't know why I hadn't, Carrie, I don't know why I hadn't thought about it already. You know, I was just like, and I asked him last night, I was like, yep, that's what we need. So let's see what happens. Hopefully it'll be good. And then maybe we can get yours done.
Yep. Everybody here is wonderful and great. I see you guys everywhere, wonderful patriots. Everybody. Love each and every one of you. Glad you joined me. Let everybody know. Let's get this going. Let's roll.
Yeah, Carol, you be on your P's and Q's, because you're probably gonna get the notification and we're going live shortly. About an hour. You said about 2:00.
That's 2:00.
Yep. Y'all have a good day. It's gonna take me a minute to get it set up. I got to go in his chat and do all that stuff real quick and let him know we're live. I've got to start a live of my own, so everything's gonna take a second. But yeah, we're gonna try to get fried pretty good.
Yep. I might have to treat my blood pressure a little bit. I might have to lay down. Who knows? But anyway, I'll be around.
All right, y'all stay safe. Love y'all. Hold the line, Patriots. Hold the line.
Hold the line. Everybody do your thing. Everybody band together. Let's get her done. Let's get her done. We got to do it. It's up to us. Nobody else. Up to us. Band together and unite. Okay, till later. I'll see you guys about noonish, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Today I did it Thursday because I couldn't do it last night, as y'all know. And so I come on today to make up for it. God bless you, Chaplain. See you later. And everybody. Sometimes I don't put anything on there, but I'm around quite a bit checking everybody out. But I try to at least put an emoji up there to let everybody know I'm there. But till next time, God bless America. God bless our troops. God bless you. I love each and every one of you from the bottom of my heart. Join us and let's be strong. Bye, all.